as it'll be the Miami Dolphins taking on the Denver Broncos. It's 3-0 versus 2-1. A good early season battle as we're underway in Week 4. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
At their own 15-yard line.
Let's go. .22 needle. Yellow, line. White, white. Ready, ready.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll be taken down, but they've got this one up to the 35-yard line. Just like that, a pickup of 20 on their first play from scrimmage.
Ready.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Smash, red. Set.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. They find some open field here. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays. Absolutely no trouble moving the ball on the ground on the first two plays from scrimmage.
Absolutely. You know what I really like? Same guy carrying the ball in both plays, and what drives me crazy is when a back has a nice run, he taps his helmet to go out of the game. I would want the ball again and again and again because you've established really nice momentum, and now you're seeing the field really well.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. And they'll run on the inside handoff. He'll get it up near midfield to the 49 before being taken down. The Broncos hit 3-0 here in the month of September. And they come in on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. Officially no gain on the play, and they're left with a 3rd and 8. Defense able to get there, swarm to the football. Zilch, 0 nada there for the offense, Charles.
Yeah, it really was an example of good team defense, wasn't it? Everyone handled their responsibilities, and they held them to no gain.
Slide 2. Ready.
Young on 3rd down. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 35. That one good for 16 as the drive continues. So after several rushes to start the game, Charles, they go to the air there and get a nice completion.
Nice mix-up on the play calling, right? Establish the running game, make the defense think you're going to do it again, and then hit them over the top. Now you've got them betwixt and between. They don't know which way you're going to come at them.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 35-yard line. Young here, you can see, changing the play.
Ready.
To throw is Young. Throwing on first down. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Haven't met a corner that's worth his salt yet that ever admits to worrying about man coverage. How about the play there, breaking that pass up?
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
6, 7. Rail, yellow. Hut, hut.
A play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And they're not able to That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy, and it's third down. You talk about this Miami defense. They're going to be tough to throw on, no doubt. Currently ranked third in the NFL against the pass.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13.
Certainly not a positive sign if you're the D coordinator and you see your guys give up that space so early in the game. Third down, that's when the clamps are supposed to come out, but his ability to create things with his legs makes things difficult.
That throw by Young incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Now a 2nd and 10.
43 rail. Ready?
Here's Young from the shotgun. Dancing to his left. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. It'll be a gain of 6, and that's going to lead to a third down.
This early in the game, it's all about making steady progress downfield, hoping to lead to early points. And you can do it with your actual play calls or sometimes something a little more improvised, as we just saw there.
Young to throw it. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Minka Fitzpatrick. And the Dolphins are going to get the football here as he gets this up past the 20-yard line. Mooney, the motion man right. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And they'll get to him quickly here as he'll get a yard, just a yard to the 22. This defense for the Broncos, they were fantastic a week ago in that win over Houston.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down and they're playing with extreme confidence.
They'll run with Gaddis. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10. If you look at this Bronco defense, they enter this one 18th in the NFL in stopping the run.
One thing you do know, they'll be fired up because they're facing a top 5 rushing attack. And even if they have early success against them, they got to remember they got to sustain it because teams that are top 5, they don't stop running the ball if they don't get things done early.
Mooney, the motion man right. Now it's Haskins. He sets to fire deep. He's got him in. Complete. Down the sideline he goes. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. A big play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins use the early turnover to get on the board first here in this one. Eddie Pinheiro now for the extra point. And we'll see if this rain affects the team's decisions going forward, but they kick it here, and it's good. Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
Their own 22-yard line.
Down.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others. Where they think they have an advantage, dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
From the 28, it's 2nd and 5.
Ready.
The Young keeps it, moving right. Now he's loose at the 40. Inside the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Denver score. Bryce Young, 72 yards. And the Broncos are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Brandon, you and I have called a lot of college football in our day, but on Sundays here in the NFL, doesn't it look a lot like what we used to see on Saturdays when we called those games?
Yeah, option plays just like we saw, and that was a long touchdown on the option. What you taught me, though, defensively, you get your eyes in the wrong place on a play like that, you're in trouble.
What's the term that's in vogue in the NFL? Eye violations. The offense wants you to put your eyes in the wrong spot so that they can appear in others.
So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Haskins will throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. It's picked up by the Broncos. And they will set up shop with outstanding field position in the red zone at the 17-yard line. Every week we hear talk about create turnovers. In particular, they wanted to force some fumbles. They got one right there.
And it shows you how the game has changed over time. It used to be good enough for a guy to get a sack of a quarterback in the pocket. Now, if you come to the sidelines and you didn't knock the ball free, your coaches are upset with you. All right, so if you're a quarterback, it starts all the way back in the youth leagues. Take care of the ball, take care of the ball, take care of the ball, because here come the defenders.
Young now after the fumble recovery. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
Buying time to his left. And he'll just get rid of it.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. On play action, Young. He had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Give them credit for excellent coverage, tight coverage. They're doing a lot of things that we talk about in basketball. They're causing disruptions in the passing game. And as long as that continues, it'll be tough for them to gain any momentum throwing the ball downfield.
Butker's kick here is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So the fumble recovery had them set up in ideal field position, but they can muster only 3 points out of it.
Yeah, when you're able to force turnovers, especially when it results in field position like they had, you really want to make it hurt. Here, they take the field goal. That's definitely not what they were hoping for.
First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal and they were able to trot back out on the field to start this drive? A little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach would be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield and punch in the end zone without turning it over.
Haskins throw there, complete to Mooney. And he's going to be brought down on what will be the final play of this first quarter. 10-7 our score after one right here on EA Sports. Here's Gaddis. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
Now Haskins to throw it. And the Broncos get there and take him down. And it's Adebawore, the one who got in there for the save. But found his way into the backfield, and he simply would not be denied.
Well, they say that life's all about opportunities, and that holds true when you're playing defense as well. How about him seeing that chance, making the most of it, did a great job of wrapping him up and bringing him down.
Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this second quarter. So here's a 3rd and 14. They'll send a receiver in motion left. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that is incomplete.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
He'll send this one into the mile-high air, and it's a good one. Now this is fielded in the end zone. And he'll be tackled inside his own 15. The decision to bring it out cost him some yardage. A good head-down running on the return gets about 15 yards. And it'll be 1st and 10 Broncos from deep in their own territory.
Ready.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. 22 yards there, a first down. And defensively, they were in zone coverage there. Do you have to be a little careful? You're losing, playing against a good quarterback like he is, to not play too much zone?
Yeah, you have to be careful about how much time you're giving up. I think it's a good point you just brought up. So maybe if you still want to play zone, you go to a zone blitz scheme. And you can drop anyone out of your defensive front. Defensive end, defensive tackle. It doesn't matter. You just exchange someone to bring more pressure towards the quarterback and still try and cover downfield.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
On the double.
Young's incompletion on first down leads to a 2nd and 10.
Set.
On play action, they'll throw. Forced out to his left. And this one is incomplete.
I know he was trying to get the completion downfield, but the way this game has gone, with a few of the runs he's made along the way, he should have kept the ball and taken it with his feet downfield. That's the big play that shreds the defense. Instead, he thought to himself, I'm a quarterback. I've got to throw it. He bailed out the defense with that incompletion.
Being chased out left. Here's one deep for Pickens. On ill-advised throw, back over the middle, and it's intercepted. Julian Love picks it. And the Dolphins are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. On the handoff, it's Gaddis, and he stopped immediately there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Here's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, Haskins. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. The turnover put him in great field position. They don't want to squander it with 3rd down coming up.
No, not at all. And you know what else you do? You make your defense mad.
Yeah.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion. The Dolphins going to take their 2nd timeout. So as they talk it over, we step aside. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Haskins. That's into the hands of Donovan Peoples-Jones. That almost, but not quite. Needed 10. He got 9. 4th down.
Well, it looks like they got what they wanted. They got the completion, but they weren't able to break any tackles or gain nearly enough yardage to pick up the 1st down. Now to be 4th and short. And
this will be a long field goal if the skies were clear, but here in the rain and the elements, they'll go for it on 4th. They'll try and run for it. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down.
Brought down by J.T. Woods. An 8-yard pickup.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone.
Brought down at the 20-yard line. A gain of 12. 1st down, Dolphins.
Mooney, the motion man right. On 1st down, they'll go to the ground attack. And there just continues to be nowhere to run. He's bottled up again at the line of scrimmage. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
2nd and 10. On second down, they'll run it here. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. This will be the 8th play of the drive. It's 3rd and 7. They'll bring a receiver in motion left. Here's Haskins to throw. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Mark Andrews from 17 yards out. And the Dolphins have regained the lead. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And that makes it 14-10.
Makes the score Dolphins 14, Broncos 10. Eddie Pinheiro set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Pinheiro to kick it off. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he's going to get this across the 20 as he's out of bounds at the 23. Now it looks like we've got a Bronco that's banged up on the play. We'll step aside and get a report when we come back to Denver. Denver offense at the line, ready to go.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
Yellow. Ready.
On 3rd and 1, here's Young. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. Instead of a 3rd and 1 run, they go pass, and they get 12 yards out of it.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass trick in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
The Broncos in the hurry-up try to get to their positions and get set quickly.
2nd and 12 at the Dolphins' 31-yard
Shot,
line.
17. White. Set.
To throw on second down is Young. Flush to his right. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. Give him 9 on the play, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
It's really something special when we see a quarterback top 100 yards in one half of football. And if he keeps up this pace in the second half, the NFL record for single-game rushing by a QB is certainly in sight.
He's got his target. That's complete. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the right hash here, should be an easy one.
Butker's kick here is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better, and I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation to pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
A tackle made by J.T. Woods. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Mooney, the motion man right. And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 50 yards rushing on 12 carries for him now. Mooney, the motion man right. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. That one a first down pickup of 8.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they are playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Mooney, the motion man right. On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. What's that, 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it. And now an audible here into something else. On 2nd down, they'll run it here. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you
should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
Well, this is going to depend on his spot, but I believe he might be a few inches short. On fourth down, they'll try and run for it. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed, he did not. They stop him. He needed a yard. He didn't get anything. And the Broncos will take over on downs.
Here we go.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive.
Fight. 90 seconds. Smash. Ready. Ready.
Young looks to throw on first down. This will be caught. Judy. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A very solid gain of 27. And at this stage, down in the second half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
Meanwhile, Young's throw here into the hands of the receiver, Judy. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that will bring up second down.
Here we go. Set. Slide through. Hut, hut.
Looking to throw, Young. Wheaton with a catch right side. He's going to go out of bounds, but it takes this one down just shy of the 20. It'll be a pickup of 16 and a Bronco first down.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
Meanwhile, the throw here is complete. It'll be a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up second down.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes and they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way.
And that is caught. Touchdown, Denver. From 17 yards out. And the Broncos have taken the lead here in this third quarter. So a very strong first drive in this second half, Charles, as they've turned that halftime deficit into a third quarter lead.
And they were pretty purposeful there, weren't they? Measured in their approach. But, boy, they executed awfully well, moving the ball down the field.
And he will find the end zone here, and the lead moves up to 7. So they go with a pass there on the two-point try and able to convert it, Charles.
And a good job by the offense figuring out their two-point play and using it well. It's interesting how people are using the strategy nowadays, though, isn't it?
It really is, and I don't know how much that particular play factored in, but with the PAT moving back in 15-16, that kind of changed things, didn't it?
It's really a part of everyone's strategy now. When I talk with coaches and when we sit with them, they always talk about they actually have two-point periods in practice now, something they never really did before.
First down, Miami, as they get set to start the drive. They've got some stuff to build on from that last drive because they moved the football, CD, and then they tried to go for it on fourth down, didn't convert, probably left a bitter taste in their mouths.
I would say so, and I think that they go out in this series determined for that not to happen again. In fact, they don't even want to get to a fourth down opportunity. They just want to make sure they get it done within the parameters that they've set for themselves. Run their offense, get it into the end zone. Yeah, I think a little bit of determination and a dash of anger.
Here's Haskins. Looking deep here for Mooney. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. That's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. And he's taken down, but able to
slip across the 35. 87 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon. Obviously an important run to avoid the 3 and out on your own side of the field.
Shows a lot of faith in that offensive unit, doesn't it? That you want to run the ball in that situation, pick up the first down. Also helps out your defensive guys a little bit too. Allows them to get at least one more series of downs in order to get some rest.
Right back to him on first down. And they will only muster a yard here to the 38. And they're going to speed things up here.
A gain of a yard brings up 2nd and 9.
On second down, here's Haskins. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Darnell Mooney, his first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are an extra point away from tying this ball game here in the final moments of the third quarter. Pinheiro now to add the extra point. And in this rain, they were nice and cautious there on the extra point try, and that caution was well warranted as this game is tied. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21-all the score as the kick's away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
15-yard line.
Denver offense at the line, ready to go. And their lead has evaporated in this third quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Well, I guess we just discovered that someone is certainly not going to sit back and just take it in this game, huh?
No, they were trying to get that touchdown back in one shot.
One shot, trying to help out his defense and let the other team know they were coming after him.
Drill green.
A second down throw for Young. Now he's flushed out right. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back now to Denver. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10. Toss left side into the hands of his tight end. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18. First down, here's White. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
Young quickly to the flat. And now the rookie's free. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
1st and 10, Young. He's got this to Pickens. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
10 cycles. chance. Ready.
Here is Young. And the pass is caught. Touchdown, Denver. Jerry Jeudy. An 11-yard touchdown. And the Broncos answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the fourth.
So, Charles, this game feels like it has been punch, counter punch all throughout, and that touchdown breaks our tie here in the fourth quarter.
You're making me want to get back in the gym and start training again. You talk about those punches and counter punches. I also think this is where you and I start thinking to ourselves, who's going to make the play to change them, right? Who's going to get out of this little cycle that they're in right now and make a play and give their team a firm advantage?
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive.
And now, after the touchdown a moment ago, they work from behind in a 7-point game in this fourth quarter. Plenty of time on the clock.
They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be second down.
When you try to create space for your running back, the first thought is how physical is the offensive line. Sometimes it's just positioning. On that play, it didn't matter about positioning or being physical. The defensive front, they out-leveraged them and won the battle.
Now motion left with Mooney.
Keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground.
And he'll have a Dolphins first down as he'll take this up to about the 33-yard line.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33.
Here's Haskins, a quick throw out wide. His second catch. This one not quite as dynamic as his first. And it's second down.
And 7 at the 36-yard line.
On second down, they'll run it here. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42.
106 yards rushing for him now, as he has been tremendous all day long.
Brings up 3rd and inches.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground.
And some good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line.
A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Dolphins first down.
First down, Miami.
Now a handoff as they run left side. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
So after the loss of a yard, they'll look to push forward here on 2nd down and 11. Now it's Haskins.
Now he'll take a shot for Peoples-Jones. On a huge mistake late, it's intercepted. Picked up by Juju Brents. And the Broncos are going to take over at their own 2-yard line. They brought the house that time on a young rookie, maybe a little rattled through the pick.
And you have to be prepared for a lot of pressure as a rookie quarterback because most defensive coordinators are going to test you that way. So when you see that, the ball's got to get out of your hands quickly, and that means your receivers have to understand they have to break off their routes quickly as well.
The Broncos onto the field, ready to start their next drive. They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he'll get this up past the 5 to the 7-yard line. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning.
Here we go. Here we
Second
go.
down and 4.
Check smash.
And they'll send Pickens in motion right here. And they're going to give it to him on the jet sweep. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Young back near the goal line. And he is caught, and he is out up around the 15-yard line. He's been the go-to guy. They needed a big play there on third down. Went his way and worked out.
Doesn't matter whether they've scouted it or that they think he's going to get the ball. He has a knack for finding his way open and completing the connection.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on first down. He was close to flirting with that sideline, but able to stay in bounds like his coach wants him to do and keep that clock moving.
Isn't it funny that we're watching this play when we had that discussion just yesterday about this? What do you do in this scenario? What do what's your mindset? It appeared to me that he'd totally forgotten that he needed to stay in bounds, and then at the last second, oh no, I better get down. And he ended up doing the right thing. But at that point, maybe close to letting it slip away.
Ready?
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball. And he is going to have the Broncos first, and that should be the capper.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now, I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine.
Let's go. Black swap. Set.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. I guess the simple question, why not just take a knee there?
I don't understand either why you would take any sort of a chance. We've seen it happen in the game of football. Doesn't matter whether you've watched high school, college, or the NFL. Some people get a little greedy, try to get that extra running play in, and it can backfire on them.
Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle of the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November. Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Young. Escaping the pressure right. And it's incomplete. The
still throwing to the very end.